Back to Ravenwood Farm, and this episode we're going to be getting some planting done. I've decided that the small field up the top there, that was two fields, we are going to plant oats in, so we need to get that done today, and then we're going to progress time forwards and get the corn planted. So we'll load up a bit more seed into here. I should probably need to save. Actually, we might have enough. I'm just going to go for it. So we still, with FS22, have magical seed. It would be nice when we get the realistic seed mod, if we are going to get that. I'm not sure. I was obviously really wrong in my last video on here about when Calmston is going to be released, because it's been released before you've even seen that video. So I'm recording this the day after Calmston has been released. I am going to wait for the there's an update coming, if you go on Oxy's Discord, to address some of the issues with the map, so I'm going to wait for that before I do a series on there. I have a series planned and in mind, and I think once the update drops I will probably start that series off. That probably means I will be dropping Bergeichland, just because trying to run 4 series is really difficult. So yeah, we'll I think the way we'll manage that is we will drop Bergeichland, and we will progress with 3 series on here until we finish up with Ravenwood, and we'll see where we go then. So, as this is going to be a fairly repetitive process, and because someone from work is trying to get hold of me, we will jump into the time lapse at this point, and future me will be here to chat with you in a moment. So let's get this field seeded. I still not sure about the value of having this as a field. What I am looking at for the other little field is maybe buying a BGA. I found a BGA that's fairly cheap, and you'll see later on we get into selling some manure, and the Giants base game BGAs just don't seem to process what you put through them. It just takes forever. So that field is done. Next job really is progressing time so that we can plant the corn, but we'll just quickly get this field rolled. So I'm recording this commentary after my geo growth thingy has been released, and that seems to be doing really well. It seems to be really popular, so I'm probably going to make some more of those when I get time. It is massively interfering with my ability to record gameplay videos, which is actually more fun for me but less popular for people watching, it would appear. So it's all about finding a balance, and that whole day job thing, which is really getting in the way of actually recording videos. They expect me to do work. I'm not sure what to do with this series. So I mentioned in the intro about starting playing on Calmston, and Calmston's going to be another cow farm. So it's whether I keep this one running and do 2 series which are going to be cow farms. They're going to be quite different. So I'll see how we go. I might do another year on here. I might just wrap this up post-harvest. Bit of a dog bell interrupt there. Nice smooth edit, clearly. So just into feeding the cows now. We have moved on and to the beginning of April. Just mixing up some TMR. So it's my standard for here, 3 scoops of silage, and then chuck a bale of hay in. And the hay will get absorbed into the mix as there is space, and it makes a perfectly good TMR. I still haven't bought any mineral feed, which I keep talking about doing, and I really should do, and I haven't done in the next video either because I've recorded part of that. Anyway, we are going to break out the no, we're not. We're going to sell the oats because I keep forgetting to sell the oats. The price is just about okay. Obviously I'm not going to use the train because that's a waste, so we're going to take this up to the cereal factory. I had also forgotten to put it in $100, which I keep doing. I can't remember how much the cereal factory takes, whether it takes it all or not. It does, and a nice little $16,000 there. That was the oats from the field we inherited when we set the farm up, so that's quite nice. Nice little cash boost there. And I think next we're going to get into planting the corn with our Kinsey planter that I have never used. So this will be kind of cool. We need to open it up and open the bins up so we can get some seed in. There's some really nice animations there of it opening up. It's quite a big planter for the field that we have, but that just means we'll get it done quickly. First bag of seed goes in just fine. Managed to get that perfectly over the trigger. Second bag of seed, not so much. And in the end, I give up and jump in the tractor and hit the R button, because that's how you fill seed up in real life. Do you mean tractors don't have an R button in the real world? Wow, that's just silly. They should have. Right, let's, we've got corn selected. We'll just fold the planter up to get over to the field because we need to go out onto the road. And it would probably not be wise to run it down the road unfolded. We're going to stick a headland in each end and then get this done. We'll probably stick headland management mode on, but only to raise and lower the implement. And we'll do the turns manually because even with my poor driving, I think I can drive the turns better, and if I'm sat in the tractor I might as well at least turn the corners. So yeah, we'll just do the kind of U-shaped headland that I quite often do. We'll get as well set up, and in theory we could just put a worker on this, but it's any job we have going on at the moment until the grass is ready to cut, which will be the next video. We're going to make some grass silage from the headlands and the verge area that we have, and our grass field, because that will be ready to cut for the next video. Alright, let's get on to the up down roads, and we'll set up headland management mode to just do the lifting of the implement, just the back implement at the end. We don't want to be raising and lowering the weight each time we get to the headland, and also just slowing down the cruise control so we can get the turn right. It does take me a while to get the timing right of hitting headland mode and having the planter drop, see, at the right point. I like using headland management mode this way. It does simplify a bunch of things. So done pretty much with getting our corn in the ground. Although this is two fields combined, it actually felt like quite a small field with this monstrous planter, which is probably overkill for the farm. But when I was setting up, I was looking for things that I hadn't used before and that I thought might be quite cool to play with. And the Kinsey is quite a cool planter. There's a nice new John Deere one that's come out on Mod Hub today, actually, with from JHHG modding to go with Sid Modding's 8RX. Just getting this field rolled. I don't know if you can hear the whiny dog in the background. He's annoyed that I'm technically still at work. He's downstairs on his own with his three brothers. 1 second, everyone. In case you're worried, he is perfectly fine. And hopefully I'll manage to edit this back together. Wow, this is so disjointed. But I've been finding it hard to find time to record videos with all the other stuff that I've been doing, because things like making a geo take all of my game time and more. But I still like playing the game and I like doing stuff like this, so somehow trying to fit in both is interesting. This is the last of the field work we had to do before harvest, really, apart from mowing grass. Because we ploughed, we won't have weeds. The fields are all fully fertilised. Rolling has taken care of the stones for us, so our 3 crops are good to go. Just some grass work to take care of. We'll get a cut in May, and then maybe another one before harvest. It'll be borderline between the barley being ready to harvest and us doing another grass cut. And there'll come a point where it's just not worth cutting the grass as often as it is available. We will just have so much grass we won't know what to do with it, which is a real feature of seasons like that. You get a lot more grass, I think. Got some slurry to sell off. we are now going to load the BGA up massively because we have a lot of manure and a little bit of slurry. Mostly manure because I've done nothing with the manure the whole time that we have been running this farm. In fact, we have so much we're going to back the BGA up with cow poo. This needs to go. In fact, we're doing milk, not slurry. That's an easy mistake to make, isn't it? So we're going to take this to the bakery, I believe it is, and the dairy, because the bakery doesn't hold very much. They don't need much milk for their baking. And thanks for crashing into me, Pella. Yeah, nice work there. Something about right of way. Pretty sure that the car coming along the road, or truck in our case, has right of way over the one turning off of a main road. But what do I know? This is America. Maybe that's what you do. So yeah, bakery full, off to the dairy now. Hopefully the dairy will take everything we have left. No, so we are now off to the farm shop. It would be really nice if the Placeables Productions had enough capacity to take a sensible amount of product. But we're now up at the farm shop, so these will definitely take the rest. And we've made a nice little bit of money there, $29,000. Now we're going to sell some manure. And I'm going to use auto drive to do this. I think we'll do the first load and then we'll get auto drive running doing the rest, because there's a whole lot to sell. And I would also like to get so that we are getting the slurry that we have sold. Again, it's down to how much can the BGA process, and having recorded the second video, I've realised that the BGA processes very slowly, which is why I'm considering putting our own BGA in to see if that's any better. So just setting up an auto drive course to dump, just spurring off of the course we had to bring the slurry over. Link that back up to the road network. And we can send this off to the yard on auto drive. We're going to stick the case on the slurry tank and get that over to the BGA as well. We have auto drive set up to sell all of our slurry, so we are good from that point of view. I did quickly look to see if there were any fertilizer contracts that we could put the slurry onto, because that would obviously make us more money than selling it at the BGA, I think. So we now need to set up an auto drive course to get past the manure pickup trigger. Annoyingly, we just missed it with the one for the BGA. One for the BGA for the slurry. And yes, I am using the autofill feature of the new manure pits. It just saves a whole bunch of time with the JCB front load telehandler at the moment, which I didn't fancy doing when I was recording this. So auto drive is just bringing the first load of slurry up to the sell point. Just make sure that works okay, which it does, so we can leave that to run. Doesn't make us a lot of money. Slurry and manure pay a lot worse in FS22 than they did in FS19. They are not the liquid or solid gold that they were. Just need to move the tip point for the solid BGA forwards a bit. And we'll just let this run for a few loops now and see if we can get this pit empty. In fact, we may have already done a few, because this pretty much empties the manure pit for us. And I didn't record it, but yeah, the BGA is full, so I've actually tipped the manure back in the pit. And we are going to call it a day for there. We have some more slurry to sell, and I'm going to see if the pickup will do it. We don't actually ever use this pickup, so yeah, it's got the right hitch on the back. It's a bit squirrely on the back end, as you can see. So what we're going to do is we'll take this over to the BGA, and then we are going to sell the pickup because I don't use it very often, and we're going to replace it with a more useful work truck. So it's another OK Used mod because they make really cool mods, but yeah, this pickup has not worked out as I had hoped. So we'll sell this for $16,000, and we're going to buy ourselves an F850 for about $9,000. So we've made a little bit of money on that, and we've got ourselves a useful work truck. Hopefully this one will do a better job of towing the slurry tanker and we could put a few bales on it and that kind of thing if we wanted. So hopefully it'll be a bit more useful on the farm. We can use it to collect big bags of stuff and things from the shop. We could maybe pick up some pallets of mineral feed on this thing as well. So yeah, hopefully it will get more use than the pickup did. Although the pickup looked freaking awesome. Anyway, just finishing up now with one more load of slurry. So thanks for watching, folks. If you enjoyed this, click the like button. If you're not already, subscribe and leave me a comment. And I'll catch you next time on Ravenwood Farm.